Hello everyone, welcome back to some more 30 Days Reforged. My name is Mighty Eskimo 6. Welcome back. Today we have a Siege of Edoras, and it's a 3v5. So let's actually start with the attackers. We'll go over here. This one is Isengard. He is led, well, the person commanding Isengard is BBB Bionicle Ben. Haven't heard or thought of Bionicles for years. Anyway, he has some Urukai infantry, non-upgraded. Looks like 2 units of them. Got some Urukai archers, looks like 3 units of them. Over here for his infantry, he has more Urukai infantry. 2 more units for a total of 4. Some Urukai pikemen, looks like 3 units of them. Some Urukai berserkers, some Nazkai, and guards of Orthanc. And his general is probably in the Nazkai. 1, 2, 3. Nope, don't know where he is. Oh well. And we have Trolls of the White Hand. Very silly looking trolls, but they're getting a face job. Next patch. Alright, on to his ally. We have Ritrom of Angmar, led by Neo. Denuko. I'll call him Neo for short. He has Trolls of Gundabad, Witchwhelm Blackguard with his general. He has Snaga Stalkers pushing a battering ram, some Witchwhelm Pikemen out front, Witchwhelm Hammerguard, very good unit. He has some Barrow-wights and Guardians of Karndu mixed in, along with some more Blackwatch Legion with their terrifying skulls. More Guardians of Karndu, more Blackwatch Legion, and more Barrow-wights. I'm pretty sure he has a lot more hidden units. We shall see later on in the battle. Over here we have Mordor, commanded by Sam Hagen. Hagen. Sam. He has lots of orc fodder, as is customary for Mordor. He has Minas Morgul Chosen, very good spear unit. Black Legion of Barad-dûr, Orc Maulers. Looks like we have more Orc Javelins over here. Temple Guard, a very good archer unit. Over here we have Temple Executioners and some Nazgul, and a Troll Catapult. Alright, on to the 4th attacker. We have Orcs of the Misty Mountains, who is led by Home of a squiggly weird Biko Damerda. I don't know what that means, but that's his name. He has Snow Trolls. He has Blackback Mountain Berserkers with his general in it. He has 2 Black Groups of the Mountains, 3 Heavy Goblin Infantry. Looks like 2 Heavy Goblin Spears, 2 units of Heavy Goblin Archers, no, make that 3. Sorry, make that 3. And 2 units of Goblin Infantry. Okay. And on to the final attacking army. We have another Isengard, led by, and I'm going to try pronouncing it as I see it, BBB William Hagui! Okay, that's enough cringe. Okay. Anyway, he has Dunlending Clansmen, who are in Skiltron formation. He has Urukai crossbows, Urukai pikemen, Urukai infantry, Urukai crossbows, more Dunlending clansmen, more infantry, guards of Orthanc, Urukai berserkers, some Nazkai, Urukai raiders, and Dunlending veterans, along with another unit of raiders and pikemen. All right, that's it. That's attackers. He has loads of rams up here. I'm not sure why he's not just pushing them, but oh well. Anyway, we have 3 defenders. We have CPTgervais leading Dwarves of Erebor. Surprise, surprise. We also have Arthedain, I think it is. One of you will correct me. We have Son of the Dunedain, again, someone will correct me. And we also have a 3rd unit, our 3rd army, new player 195, leading Realm of Lothlorien. Alright, So over here we have a Sally with Lothlorien Mounted Company, Grey Company, and Knights of Innuminos. We have Ironfoot Warriors guarding this way, 2 units of them. Ironfoot Axe Guard of Erebor, sorry, and Erebor Legionaries with Fronost Aaron Defenders, Ironfoot Pikes, Ironfoot Crossbowmen, looks like 2 units of them, Ironfoot Pikes, Eminem Archers, Lothlorien Blades, very good unit, Lothlorien Axes, and Lothlorien Spears. We also have more Ironfoot Pikes, Spears, Ironfoot Axe Throwers, Ironfoot Halberds, Ironfoot Axe Throwers, sorry. Okay, Lothlorien Spears, Blades, Axes, Spears, Blades, Axes. We have Sindar Archers, a very good unit. More Lothlorien Blades. Some Maether Elasgallen, a Javelin unit and Spear unit hybrid. So very good unit right there. One of my favorites of Lothlorien. Sylvan Rangers, a ranger unit, of course, very good. We have some Arthedain Pikemen and Evident Archers. We have some more axes from Lothlorien, Ironfoot Halberds, Edhill Tirith, an archer unit, Lothlorien Swordmasters, 2 units of them, Arthedain Pikemen, Wardens of the North, Galadrim Nobles, Band of Brass Archers, a Catapult from the Dwarves, Black Oak Engineers, surprise, Hobbit Slingers. We have Dunedain Peacekeepers, Numinos Gate Guards, more Dunedain Peacekeepers, Karas Catalon's Guardians, that's where new player's general is, Dragon Slayers of Ered Mithrin, more Erebor Legionaries, Obsidian Guard, where Gervais' general is, and Dismounted Knights of Innuminos is where Sun's general is. We have 2 units of Dismounted Knights of Innuminos, some Dunedain Troll Slayers, and Dunedain Rangers. That looks like it's it. And yeah, let's just push play. And let us go and watch this lovely calf Sally. Now normally, the Grey Company could hide anywhere. I mean, it says can hide anywhere, but in settlements they cannot hide anywhere, even though it looks like, you know, they could potentially hide like right here. They can't because it's in a settlement, therefore you can't. Anyway, it looks like a mostly coordinated assault. Looks like, yeah, Grey Company. Oh, that's 2 units of Grey Company. Oh, this is interesting. So the Cav have sallied out, and it looks like they're going after this Isengard of Williams. Very dense, very packed formation. It's super packed, and it's just a gold mine for the mounted Grey Company. Now look, they're firing into this dense formation of pikemen, and now he is trying to pull them back, trying to get out, trying to get away. I mean, that's just a lot of, holy cow, that's a lot of archer fire. I mean, that's a lot of ranger fire. I mean, we got some dead ones. Looks like a couple of crossbows and a couple of pikemen. Now they're shifting targets. Looks like they're going after the berserkers, which is a very good idea because they are nasty in melee, but they're really weak to range fire. So it looks like William's trying to counter by sending his crossbows forward. Now crossbows will do tons of damage against the Grey Company, and Sun is pulling them back because they are too valuable to lose out in a skirmish fight. Very, very valuable. And looks like over here we have the Lothlorien Mounted Company drawing the Orc Fighter away. Terribly sorry, guys. So, which is good. He's trying to, I guess, divert the attention of Mordor. Or he's actually what it actually kind of looks like. Oh, and there's a unit of Axe Guard of Erebor right there. But oh, where'd they go? Ah, there they are. he might actually be trying to go around and come after the Angmar. Now, Angmar is on the march, and probably not suspecting it. So, if possible, if this mounted company could get behind, it could get us some really good rear charges. But we'll continue on and see what the Knights of Numenos are going to do. It looks like they're going to get a charge into the Uruk-hai crossbows. Now, they have to be careful. There are lots of pikes and stakes, and he wisely pulls off. But now the archers are taking the opportunity to just fire into the backs of these Knights of Numenos. Poor guys. Really, it's sad. Oh, no, they're still in range. Get out. Okay, good. Yeah, Sun seems to be, or is an experienced player, so he knows. But still, oh, poor Knights of Numenos just getting shot by crossbows. Oh, it's really disappointing. Now, if Sun could get his Grey Company over into like this position on both sides, oh my goodness, that would be so good. That would be very, very good for Sun, and I think that's what he's probably going to try doing now. It's either that or go and harass this other Isengard army over here, who is battering down the walls. Battering down the walls, battering down the gates. So the defenders have to be, oh, catapult. They have to be prepared. Oh! Oh, and it got a Witcher! It got a Witcher! They were going for the Witcher. Oh, the Witchers didn't die? But wasn't that a direct hit? It looked like it was a direct hit. But, hey, I guess the defenders know that they have Witchers. And I don't know, I thought that it was a direct hit. I think I missed something. Oh, I missed things. Anyway, these Witchers, even though they are a small unit, hard for the artillery to hit. Because it's such a small unit, one hit could probably eliminate a good half the unit. All of it. Oh, I believe that the catapult's gonna fire again. Oh, there it is. Okay, so they turned off the fire shot, and that means they want more accuracy, which is good. Oh, there we go. There we go. Killing one of the Witchers. However, that was one of the officers, not one of the ones that actually threw that actually throw the fire. So it still helps, but yeah. Anyway, over here we do have the Grey Company firing into the giant blob, and I'm pretty sure William is new to the mod. I'm fairly certain, because he must be wondering why the heck are these simple Grey Company, I know, simple, right? Just tearing through my eyes. My army is just, I mean, look at that! Look at that! We got so many dead Uruk-hai. And Uruk-hai infantry, they're pretty good, but they're also slightly more expensive. And that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money that's dead. That just wasted. Well, now it looks like Orcs in the Misty Mountains are sending over the Snow Trolls. Snow Trolls are good against Cav. All Trolls are. And holy cow, Knights of Numenos are down to 3. Now it doesn't look like they actually did lots of damage, the Knights of Numenos. I mean, we do have dead Grey Company here, but more Knights of Numenos. I don't see any dead, from charges. So I think that the Knights of Numenos in this case were a very expensive crossbow magnet. And I think Sun is okay with that. I think he was. I think he got his money's worth out of everything. Because, I mean, just look at this. Absolute wreckage. Oh. I mean, that's why you don't group your army up when there are rangers. You have to have a counter, especially on Edoras. Now, Edoras is... There's just so much open field where it makes sense for the defenders to bring Cav. Now, if you're going to bring Cav, I mean, if you think, even have the slightest hint that they are going to bring Cav, you need to bring Cav of your own to counter them. Or some good mobile counter. Something. Because simple stakes are not going to do it. Pikemen are good if they're only melee Cav. But especially like if the defender is Rohan or, in this example, Arthedain. Sorry for who knows how it's supposed to be pronounced. But I mean, these Grey Company, they still have ammo left. And they can cause havoc. That was a nice catapult shot. But, yeah, I'm just telling you all. If you're attacking Edoras, make sure you have some sort of Cav. I mean, even in Edoras, there's plenty of ways that you could use Cav as well. I mean, I'm not saying go Cav heavy, but invest a little bit in Cav because it's worth your while. I mean, you could go down this road, or cross this road and go around. You can do so much with Cav. Even if it's like a weak unit of Cav, you can still bring some Cav, and it will do good. Now it looks like Sun is retreating his Cav, or his Grey Company, which is good. Saving them for later, saving them for when the attackers, come in mass. And the catapult shots missing. And the Witchers only lost one so far. It looks like they are more spread out formation to negate that, which is fine. I mean, I totally agree with it. Now, the Lothorian Mounted Company is all the way over here, just waiting. Waiting. And this is good psychological warfare, too, because you don't know. You do not know when he's going to use them. So you want to attack the build, you want to attack Edoras. But there in the distance is some mounted company. Now it looks like we have some Uruk-hai archers from Bionicle Bed. Oh no. Okay, he is sending some pikemen with him. And new player, he sees that all these archers, they are left out alone. They are so far away from the pikemen. There's no way that the pikemen can get there in time. Absolutely no way. And oh my goodness, and these Lothorian Mounted Company having a field day. Gonna get the charge in. Oh, and their backs were turned. Ah. You might as well just charge in. You might as well charge or stay put. So your melee defense can help counteract the charge of this. But now the Lothorian Mounted Company, they are paying a price from the second Uruk-hai archers. They are getting shot in the back. They did lose a few, but I feel like they definitely they found an opportunity and they took it, and it paid fairly well for them. They killed from 97, so this unit of 123 is down to 97. Almost 30 units killed in that single charge. And this Lothorian Mounted Company is still very healthy and is able to still run around and cause, just sit in the back of the attacking army's mind. We have a Cav unit just sitting out here that can cause havoc on our back lines. Now over here, it looks like the Witch Realm of Angmar has now infiltrated the city. Sorry, the city. We have Snaga Stalkers. Trash unit. Only good for their numbers and stopping Cav charges to save other units. But they're going to have a hard time taking this. Now, Angmar is wise in not engaging at this current moment in time. He needs to wait for his allies to get in. I mean, they have rams. Almost every section of Edoras of the walls of Edoras are able to be destroyed. So you should destroy as many sections of wall, open up as many holes as you possibly can. I mean, look at all these rams that are just sitting here that could be used by a whole bunch of units, you know, to break in open walls. I mean, that would cause a lot of pressure if the defenders are going to try to hold. Then, so that's basically giving you the first. It's going to give you the first at least road. Catapult shot coming in. It's an okay shot. I mean, it got some people, but they were all staggered out. So not much you could do there, but it's the effort. But over here, holy cow, Goblin Infantry just getting shot at. Ironfoot Warriors actually sallying out. You see, this is why you can't just have one unit out by itself. I mean, all these Heaven Goblin Archers, they're wasting a lot of ammo on one unit. One unit. These Ironfoot Warriors, they have tons of defense. They have tons of armor. On a pretty good shot there. But now that they're getting shot at, oh no, they're shooting. Sorry. But they're trying to focus down this one unit of Ironfoot Warriors, and it's not. They're wasting a lot of ammo. They're also wasting a lot of ammo with that horrible arc. Because that when they arc them, it's just bad. Getting another. Okay, this is good. This is good. He's trying to open up another hole. I mean, you have the rams. Use them. Bring them all up at once. Break them all down at once. Cause the defenders to panic. Look at this. We have the Lothorian Mounted Company. Looks like it got a charge into the Uruk-hai Raiders. If you move them in all at once, all your units at once, you won't have a unit that's going to be all by itself. Now, observe. This mounted company, it's getting shot at. No denying. By crossbows. Yes. But look at this. Uruk-hai Infantry. Dunlending Veterans. These units are... Okay, Dunlending Veterans, they have a bonus against Cav. That's true. But the pikemen are probably the worst thing. But William has no counter at this current moment in time. His army is split. And this Lothorian company, this mounted company, could easily... I mean, I wouldn't say go after the orc fodder. This is actually a pretty good formation right here. But he might actually try going for that troll catapult, which is down to 1. It's down to 1. We got orc archers here. He might go after the snow trolls. A good charge on the snow trolls might kill a lot. Alright, so it looks like the Barrow-wights are going to be the first actual ones to engage in melee. Which, I mean, is kind of what Angmar does. Yeah, send in the Barrow-wights. Alright, looks like the Sylvan Rangers, though, are being used against the Barrow-wights, which is probably a good target. I mean, they're all lined up very nicely, very compact. And Barrow-wights are best countered with archers because of, you know, these guys have no armor. They're just undead, so they're really hard to kill. And the body piercing, it just wrecks them. I mean, right now, I mean, they have like, what, 3 HP? So they're down to less than 3 HP for each of these. There's 184. Now the 183. So they're going down, right? Their numbers are slowly dwindling. And here's the first actual military melee engagement. Lothorian blades going against the Barrow-wights, along with some Lothorian spears. Alright, so this is the first military melee engagement. Terribly sorry. And over here, the Sylvan Rangers are pulling out and and Barrow-wights are going to engage against the Lothlorien Blades. Now, the Lothlorien Blades are one of the best units that Lothlorien can bring. And it looks like they're going to get a charge, which is probably a good idea. Which is a good idea. I mean, if you're going to engage, might as well get the bonus, right? Now, look at all these Barrow-wights. They're all bloodied. They all don't have their 3 HP, so they will go down a lot sooner than before. Now, the Elas Gallon could do stuff, but he is bringing his Edhil Tirith, which is, you know, the cheap archer unit that Lothlorien can bring. But this is just a wonderful, wonderful place. I mean, look at that. Oh, what a good firing position. I like this position. Anyway, Angmar is bringing up his Trolls of Gundabad. And Lothlorien Blades won't be able to stop it. Okay, there we go. Ironfoot Pikes coming in. Looks like the Elas Gallon. The Elas Gallon, my favorite Elas Gallon, are good because they are javelins and spears. So they're good against taking down Cav. They're good against taking down armored opponents. They're good against taking down trolls. So this teamwork here is pretty good. Catapult trying to, it looks like, go after the elite units up here. Now, if they could get a shot in here, my goodness, that would be a very, very good thing for the attackers, because these units are very expensive and very tightly packed. Very tightly packed. Alright, these Orc Fodder not wanting to commit. Looks like a small sally out. Very bold of an outnumbered defenders. But they are staying hidden from archer fire, which is really good. This Troll Catapult again down to 1. Looks like it's trying to be pushed out of harm's way. Over here we have our lovely, wonderful mounted company just resting. I mean, they are very tired. They need a break. What's this over here? Ironfoot Warriors all the way out here. Ironfoot Axe Throwers. Yeah, these Uruk-hai Raiders are all alone. Heck, these Axe Throwers could potentially sally out and crush these Raiders. Holy cow, just a lot of sallying out by the defenders. Now, all of the sallies could be, you know, midgetated if they advanced as a cohesive unit. Because now heck, there are many openings now. And if they wanted to, I'm sure that Sun would probably bring out his Grey Company again and start shooting at this clump of troops. I'm just saying, it's possible. It is so possible. I mean, now that there's this opening over here, it's not defended by the attackers. The attackers aren't doing any pressure at all. The defenders could simply sally out right here. They could easily do that if they wanted to. Now this is good. He's still using his Uruk-hai Raiders to make more holes. Very good of him. Looks like Bionicle is sending his Uruk-hai infantry in, but Erebor Legionaries and Lothlorien Blades, they're just gonna cream. They're gonna cream them. These guys aren't. They have no chance. The only thing they're doing is wearing them down, killing a couple, and making them tired. All right, we have more Lothlorien axes, spears, and blades. It looks like. No, just yep, all fighting against the Guardians of Karn Dûm and Barrow-wights. Now this is a very formidable thing. If the catapult shot could get in here, that would wreck this Lothlorien line. This Lothlorien line is the very elite, very skilled, very good. It's so good. The only thing it needs are pikes, and it'd be on, like, you can't go through it. It's just that good. But, you know, the only pike unit that they have is up there, so. Anyway, mindless babblings. Alright, we have lots of archers here in lots of good positions. The Galadrim nobles are just waiting. I mean, this is a really good archer position. Oh, some of the Blackhawks did get, you know, crispied. Catapult fire going miss. Alright, we got some band brass archers who also were crispied. And some more Sylvan. Looks like Lothlorien axes were killed. Oh man. This general. Haldir better be careful. I mean, that catapult shot almost got him. Almost got him. It destroyed that building. But it almost got new player's general. Now it of course, losing a general as a defender on a map where, you know, you have a town center isn't that big of a deal. But it's worth it. I mean, some Numinos Gate Guards just getting some of the worst of it. Oh, good 4 of them died. Still, this is a very elite section right here that's just getting, you know, shot at by a catapult. And there's not much that they can do. I mean, they probably are shooting at them with crossbows, but I don't think that the catapult is in range. Anyway, looks like the military, or the infantry, have rushed in, trying to overwhelm the defenders here numerically. And it looks like they are, well, they could do that if they sent more troops in through these sections of the wall that have broken down. But now it looks like we have some evident archers who are out of ammo, and they're being sent forward to help plug up these holes. And you can't, yeah, holy cow. These goblin infantry, heavy goblin infantry, going after the crossbowmen, silencing them, which is very good. Very good. And even if once they are able to kill them, they might even start coming up this way. We have Axe Guard of Erebor coming in. This is where the Grey Company is hiding. Looks like both units. And eventually, if coordinated well, could do a pincer movement. Come on from a, you know, attack on all sides. That could be potentially dangerous for the defenders. Now, there's no army over there. Army over there. Let's see how the mounted company is doing. It's over here. Annoying Bionicle and Angmar. Looks like it's going to go after the Hammer Guard. Very good choice. Hammer Guard is a very good unit. And a lot of arrow fire actually coming in, getting some friendly fire. But once the mounted company does die, they are wavering, and they broke. Oh no. Oh no, they broke. And we all know where they're going to go. We all know where the mounted company is going to go, and they're trying to get back to the town center. And the only way to get to the town center is through all of these guardians, Karn, Doom, and Witcher on Blackguard. He sent in his general? Oh, wow. Anyway, it looks like this is the end for the Lothlorien Mounted Company. Maybe except for like 5. Probably 2. No, I don't think a single one's gonna. Maybe him. He's probably the only one who's gonna get out of there alive. Wait, no, he has to get through the Barrow Whites. Never mind. Come on, you can do it. You can make this safety. You can do it. Okay, yeah, he's safe. He made it out alive, but only barely. Anyway, Barrow Whites and Goblin Trackers are trying to push their way through this phalanx of Lothlorien spears and axes, but it will take some time and reinforcements. Over here, Uruk-hai infantry just getting surrounded by Erebor units of the dwarves and the elves, hammer and anvil. Very good teamwork right there. Very good teamwork. Now it looks like another sally out, going from the Ironfoot halberds going against the Uruk-hai crossbows. Oof. Even some trolls dying over here. Oh, we have more Dunlending clansmen. Looks like William is running low on troops. Works in the Misty Mountains. Trying to... Oh, what is this? Another sally out? Oh my goodness, a sally. Gervais is sallying out. Going against the Black Legion of Barad-dûr. the troll catapult is coming in. Looks like they're out of ammo. But I can see what they're trying to do here. Sacrificing to the orc javelins. Orc javelins would probably do very well. But yes, it looks like that is what he's trying to do. He's trying to lob up the units and hit them with the catapult. So potentially sacrificing a unit to probably inflict heavy casualties on way more. And that was a very good hit. That was a very good hit. Alright, let's just take a look at what the reserves are over here. We have Black Rooks on the mountains and Berserkers. You even have some Snaga skirmishers over here. Alright, so it does look like the Ironfoot crossbowmen were victorious. And they have now secured this section of wall. And there's just arrow fire coming in. And catapult shots coming everywhere. Poor Axguard of Airborne routing. Fornos Aaron defenders hiding behind the wall. I guess they're waiting for the goblins are going in for another massive push. Looks like the defenders are realizing this and they are going to try to pull away. Tactical withdrawal to this second phalanx. Where the Arthadane pikemen are ready. And these Ironfoot crossbowmen are alone. Trolls are in their ranks. Man, poor crossbowmen. What a shame. Actually, that's kind of screenshot worthy. I'm going to take a screenshot. Nobody knows. No one. Okay, there we go. It's pretty cool. But now this allows those Ironfoot axe throwers. They could really cause some damage on the troll catapult. The troll. Oh no! Oh, they're broken. I guess it doesn't matter then. Yeah, they should start throwing at the trolls, who are now in their faces. Can't throw anymore. That's another big shame. But these dwarves are the only thing holding between Mordor and Orcs of the Misty Mountains and the back lines of Lothlorien, which then would really allow Isengard and, to an extent, Angmar to just come on in. And all of these units, looks like these Lothlorien blades, are kept in reserve for that very reason, to hold out against what looks like a orc surround. I mean, it looks like that's what they're trying to do, and if they could, I mean, wow, just look at all of the dead bodies. Wow. So back what I was trying to say. Yes. If they're able to bring some of their army around, help out your teammate, and you know, if they can get this Maithir Galen, who are holding the line, and man, these Uruk-hai Berserkers, they can't do everything alone. They're really good. They are very, very good. They just cannot fight under arrow fire. I mean, look at them. They have no armor and they're getting shot. And then, even if they do kill them, I mean, they still have to fight these Lothlorien blades, who will not go down easy, but it does apply pressure to the defenders. Look at that. This entire phalanx right here is all exhausted, except for these Lothlorien blade masters. Now, these sword masters, they probably shouldn't have been committed. I don't see any of them actually fighting anyone, but they're just getting tired. And I think that's what new player sees, and he's pulling them back so they don't get tired from fighting no one. Because, you know, it's just not as good when you're fighting and you get tired. Anyway, these Edel Tirith getting heavily shot at, but it looks like these Uruk-hai archers, which actually is a pretty good position. And the Edel Tirith are more, I guess the positioning allows for them to get shot a little bit more than I think what new player would like. But he's trying his best to support this section of the defense, which is under a heavy, heavy attack by Isengard. Now they're trying to push through, and it looks like the orcs Mordor has broken through on this side. The Black Legion of Barad-dûr And the Lothlorien Blades had to have been committed. So the defenders are probably thinking possibly about setting up with another line of defense right here eventually. Actually, never mind, because Angmar is finding its way pretty high up. But it looks like it ran out of steam. Actually, yeah, it ran out of steam. The Barrow Wights are the only thing on this side. And some Snaga Stalkers. They will not be able to go through the Arthanane Pikemen. The defense is too strong on this side. Let's actually zoom on in just a little bit. I mean, there's a lot going on. Alright, we have the, looks like Minas Morgul chosen. Some of the heavy goblin archers actually have been committed against the pikemen. The pikemen are doing their job, however, the pikemen are better, from my experience, they're better on flatter terrain, because that allows them to use their pike formation to most of their ability. Whereas a hill allows, look at this, allows units to come right underneath their spear, their pike, and engage them more in melee, which is why pikemen aren't good on slopes. Well, they're still good on slopes, they're just not as good. Now it looks like we have some orc javelins firing their javelins into these pikemen, which is a very good idea. Oh, it's not a skirmisher, sorry, but still, that is a lot of damage potential that these Naga skirmishers can do. Tightly packed formation. This could eventually, give them time. There's only 48 of them, and oh, whoa, bit of friendly fire right there. But I understand what he's trying to do. He's trying to go after this bunch of here by Mordor. Hopefully that doesn't cause these guys to break. No, they're still all eager, so it didn't do too much. All right, I guess they understood that it was a mistake, and they all forgive each other. All right, this section of Edoras, sorry, I almost said Erebor. Anyway, this section of Edoras has fallen to the evil factions. But the problem is, will they be able to get to the Great Hall of Meduseld? I don't think so. I don't think they'll be able to make it. Oh, look at that. We have the Dunedain Rangers with a very good positioning. Looks like they are going after the Black Rooks of the Mountains. Yes, they're going after the elites. The unshielded elites. Very, very, very good. Dust. Cough. Anyway. Yes, it looks like Orcs of the Misty Mountains are trying to, move them out of the range of the Rangers, because, heck, these guys are not shielded, and Rangers do very well against unshielded peoples. They have to capture that gate, but that's kind of inconsequential right at this moment. Over on this side, a huge push by Isengard. Lothlorien Swordmasters, Blades, and Edeltirith, sorry, are the only things holding them back, but it looks like eventually they will lose, of course. Over here, again, it looks like Angmar's out. By the looks of things, Angmar is out, and I don't think we were able to see any Witcher fire, which is probably my bad. I don't see any Witchers, because probably by the time they got close enough to throw their fiery balls of fire, justice, whatever you want to call them, they probably got shot to death. Yeah, because I don't... Yeah. Barrow Wights trying to do their best. Gladium Nobles will just clean them up. They will just clean them up. I mean, they have so many pikemen back here and peacekeepers. Like, even the Hobbit Slingers are really good. Just give them a little bit of time, and they will wreck. They will wreck units. I love the Hobbit Slingers. They have so much ammo. They can fire forever. These Elas Gallon, they also have their javelins out, so they still have ammo. These Axbar, just, yeah, I can't see the defenders personally winning this in the next 12,000 frames, but who knows? Who knows? We might accidentally, or we might actually see some catapult fire that does extreme friendly fire, and that's what causes them to fall, I guess. I don't know. We don't know. I don't know the end. Anyway, we got more Temple Guard. Very good unit. This is... Oh, they're getting shot at horribly. Very, very horribly. But this also is a pretty good positioning against those Edeltirith. And that will help the attackers, sorry about that, a very, very lot. A good amount. Because now is probably the time to send them, push the units through. Probably this unit of Moran and archers up to go in and engage the expert of Erebor, try to keep them out. Try to keep them away from the front lines, or, you know, push the front line further, you know, to where the Axguard of Erebor are, because they're going to come in and they're going to reinforce this position, which is admittedly probably gone, but it will hold out a lot longer now, because now these units will feel less shaken, more willing to fight, because they have allies fighting, you know, side by side with a friend. And the Axguard of Erebor has a really good charge, and there we go. See some of the Uruk-hai infantry just getting wrecked. What a good charge. Over on this side, Orc Javelins. Looks like the Orcs are slowly pushing their way through, but also at the same time losing the steam. Holy cow, the catapult's been brought here. Saruman's over there. It's not looking good, not looking too hot. Yeah, you can definitely see this catapult is just waiting. Temple Guard, what are they shooting at? Nothing at the current moment in time, they're running away. Actually, it looks like the catapult is out of ammunition. That is interesting. And yes, over on this side, Angmar is completely gone. I don't know if... I can't see any... Yeah, Angmar's gone. The only thing that's left is some Uruk-hai archers, and it looks like new player is going to send down his archers and try to just get in melee with them and get rid of them, clean this area up, and then potentially go in for a surround. Actually, he already pushed his way through. He pushed his way through on this side. Blacklock Engineers and Lithorian Spears coming in, taking on the remnants of Bionicle Ben, which looks like it's just Uruk-hai archers, which will then really help out the defenders, because then they can use all the troops that were defending on this side and then bring them around to bear on the other side. Looks like William is finally activating all of his pikemen and sending them to places that are in dire need. These Uruk-hai infantry and Uruk-hai berserkers probably should have been committed a long, long time ago. Yes, we only have 10,000 frames left, guys. Only 10,000. But brutal fighting on this side. Looks like the Arthedain pikemen have reformed their phalanx line. They are now a more cohesive unit. They are in formation. And the Hobbit Slingers are getting into position where they are able to throw their rocks into the faces of all of these orcs. Now over on this side, looks like they're doing a Grey Company. Looks like they have lost some numbers. Actually, looks like the orcs have tried to get through. I'm not sure what units. Looks like some Temple Executioner or something. But yeah, the Grey Company. We have one very healthy unit of Grey Company who is just waiting, biding their time, because this is a very good opportunity, if it wasn't guarded by Heavy Goblin Spears, to bring about these cav and do some rear charges. It could be very deadly, especially if they can get in and out, you know, of the walls. I would say that would be a very big win. Alright, looks like the Axguard of Erebor have fled, and it looks like they are, you know, the orcs are trying. Oh, they broke the pikemen. Pikemen are now fighting to the death. Hobbit Slingers are pulling back, trying to get to the safety of their allies. Now these Erebor Legionaries are the last line of defense. Well, one of the lines of defense before the actual last stand. Now this might also be, this is good and bad, I feel like, for the attackers, because as they push up and they engage these airborne legionaries, they have all of these Lothlorien troops, all of these scattered Lothlorien troops that they'll have to be wary of, or wary. I think that's the word. Got Sylvan Rangers. Looks like they're out of ammo. Yeah, so it does look like there are some units of Isengard, of William's Isengard forces, and Lothlorien could pull back right now, and if they do, they would all be together, all of the defenders. Sorry, everyone. They could join, and it would be a very hard defense to break through. But if they do wait and fall back just a little bit later, they might be able to, you know, come in rear charge, and you know that could be potentially very devastating on this section of attackers, on Mordor and the Orcs of the Misty Mountains. It could be, and then also as well, let us not forget the Grey Company. Looks like these heavy goblin spears were sent to scare off the Grey Company, but I think the Grey Company will return. In what form? I don't know. They're probably going to come in and do something cool. Anyway, it is probably about time. Ooh, Mountain Orc Berserkers. I did not see them. Looks like we have 2 units of them. Alright, yeah, so Isengard is trying to come around and help clean up all the elves, which I think most of the elves have fallen back. Which, yep, as I predicted, the elves have come in as a rear charge, and they might actually rout and kill all of these units. And some of them are very expensive. I mean, the Nazgul are up here, the Temple Executioners are up here, the Temple Guard is up here. If they could kill these units, that would be a huge blow to the attackers. They will not have the same power that they had before. We have the Dragon Slayers of Ered Mithrin. Now would be the time. I mean, you need to counter quality with quality. You need to get those Black Uruks, those Blackbacks. You need to send in the troops. You need to support your ally. Mordor, he probably a little too greedy, but I guess he saw an opportunity and tried to take it. Tried to cut off the defenders from regrouping, but that fell into the defenders' hands. I mean, it pulled back the Lothlorien troops, but I think they were going to do that anyway. We have actually now the Obsidian Guard charging out. That's his general. I think he's bold enough. I mean, this is a very healthy, very elite unit. I mean, especially if it goes against this Barrow Wights, it shouldn't have too much of a problem. Probably going after these archers who are firing point blank into them. But then again, they are fairly well armored. Looks like they're going for a surround on these Uruk-hai infantry, which then could be, you know, assisted by the Elos Gallon, and that would be very, very, very bad for these attackers. Yes, that's probably what's going on. That's probably what the plan is here. And look at that, these Nazgul Executioners, Temple Guard, they're all on their own. Actually, we have, okay, there we go. The Dragon Slayers of Ered Mithrin have charged down and are trying to make sure that these guys don't come up to the defense of the Mordor elites. Now the Mordor elites are completely alone, completely isolated, and it looks like, yeah, these Troll Slayers, I haven't seen them in action once. I don't think I will. Or I don't think we will. These Knights of Innuminos, dismounted Knights of Innuminos, I don't think we'll even see them. There's the lone mounted companyman. I mean, the defenders there, they're getting a little braver. I think they see that the advantage is squarely in their court. I mean, Now look at that. The Nazgul are getting hit by the rocks thrown by the Hobbit Slingers. And that is not what they want. That is not what they need. They are down to 5. They are dying. Template, yep. Now these Isengard forces have to get in. They have to get in here fast. But there's just too little. I mean, all we have right here are the Uruk-hai pikemen who are being stopped by the guard and evident archers. And heck, even if these Isengard, these orcs, these Uruk-hai, okay, oh, there we go. He's trying. They're trying to get around, trying to push through the Elas Gallon. Probably then surround the Obsidian Guard and the evident archers, but by that time, I feel like the big push on this side would already be dead. I mean, they can... I feel like the defenders could easily send in the Troll Slayers, easily send in the dismounted Knights of Innuminos, and, you know, whatever units they have left. Heck, even the Gate Guards. And I think they would... I think it's squarely in their court. I think that the defenders have won this one. I'm not going to say that's because of bad comp. I'm just going to probably say these were 3 very experienced players against not as experienced players. So that's probably what happened. I'm pretty sure communication also played in. One of the big faults for the attackers, probably should move around while we talk, for the attackers was that they didn't have any calves. I did not see any cav units for the attackers, and the defenders were able to, I mean, over here, hold on, zoom out, again, yeah, over here was, no, never mind, this is where the death of Isengard was, wherever I can find the actual, there we go, found it. I mean, all these casualties were inflicted by the Grey Company. All of them. And that's because they didn't have any cav. I mean, nothing to counteract. These stakes are only good against, you know, cav that charges. That kept the Knights of Innuminos away, but... I don't think... It's okay, so slight compositional error. I mean... Yeah, but mostly I would say it's communication. Communication probably was the big thing. We even have Grey Company now coming around, and I believe they're going to rear charge into these Uruk-hai pikemen, who are now going to be surrounded. These Hobbit Slingers are going to throw into the backs of these unknowing Uruk-hai pikemen. And I believe this is... Yep, only these two sections, these Uruk-hai archers, Uruk-hai pikemen with the Nazkai and guards of Orthanc, against, you know, the elites of the Misty Mountains. These 2 pockets of, you know, attackers is all they have left, and I don't think they're going to be able to break through. I mean, we have just too many units. I mean, heck, now the dismounted Knights of Innuminos are being committed. And they are completely fresh, completely untouched. Well, not now, but they're fresh, they're untouched, and even if the attackers do kill all of these units, you know, right here, they will not have enough troops to get past the Innuminos Gate Guards and the Dunedin Troll Slayers and another unit of dismounted Knights of Innuminos. So yeah, looks like they are admitting defeat. The attackers, yeah, 94 to 84. For the defenders, who are heavily outnumbered, 5-3. They very well done. Very well done for the defenders. I congratulate you on your win. There is probably nothing else I could say, and I'm pretty sure we all know what's going to happen. Uruk-hai archers are in full retreat. They are routing. And I believe it is only this section of the attacker's army that is the only thing that stands between the defenders and complete and total victory. So something, let's see, something that I think the defenders could have done better? Nothing. teamwork and communication along with good comps and skill, what you could have done. Attackers, there we go, there's the Grey Company. A bit more communication. Moving up as a team. I mean, that's something that's huge. Supporting your allies, huge thing. What else could go on? Just, yeah, don't go alone, especially into fortified positions. Now, Edoras is not easy. Well, I guess it depends. It's not the easiest to defend, but it's also not the worst thing to defend. Hobbiton's worse to defend. I'm just saying. And yeah, I would say the defenders needed a bit more cohesion. Something to counteract the defenders' cav. They had no good answer to the cav. I mean, they had the trolls, but the cav was just too fast. Trolls are good on like short range defense, not long range, not like other cav units could do. But yeah, enough of my ramblings. Here are the battle results. As you can see, the most kills goes to Gervais for the defenders, and looks like Sam had the most kills for the attackers. Here we go, we have casualties inflicted. Ironfoot Warriors getting 532, and Blacklock Engineers getting 510. Those are some good numbers. So yeah, congratulations on you guys for winning. Thank everyone for joining in and playing, because it's not... Without you guys, this channel wouldn't exist. Other channels wouldn't exist if people didn't play. I mean, the mod would probably just die out if you guys didn't want to play. But yeah, so thank you everyone for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day,